Well, I want to do a shout out to my buddy Jordan Bullo. Bullo sent me these. Actually, there's 5 of them, 4 here, 1 I put over there already. Tubs of dirt from his claim out in Coolgardie. He asked me to go out there with him. I couldn't make it, and so he spent a bunch of time and filled up these tubs for me so I'd have some dirt to go through. So, very nice guy, really appreciate it. The other shout out would be to my old buddies Jeff Williams and Slim. I just got this book from them, Where to Find Gold, and they autographed it. Jeff and Slim. Slim's sometimes writing's a little rickety, but you know, that's okay. So anyway, I'm gonna, which I haven't ran for quite a while, haven't any dirt, get my Mad Mining recirculator going. This is one I modified a few years ago, put a La Trappe on top instead of the sluice they had on it. But you know, that one worked fine, but this one works better, so I think, my opinion anyway. So I'll go ahead and start that up, start putting some dirt in and see if we find anything. Unfortunately, since I just got back from work, it gets dark later now, so I probably got like a half hour of daylight. Anyway, at least I'll get started. All right. So you can see a lot of caliche in the material. Sometimes, usually the gold sits on this, but once in a while if you break it up, you'll find gold inside of it too for some reason. I know Keene, that's Keene Engineering up at, see, where was it? Up at Randsburg, the Randsburg area, the claim up there. I can't think of the name of the claim right now. I've been on it. But anyway, he found one like that one time, a nice size one. Anyway, put that out of the way for now. Maybe I'll crush it later. This thing seems to be running a little slower than normal. I'm going to have to make some adjustments. Oh well. Meantime, I just dump a little just to get it started. I'll probably have to raise it up a little bit. Okay, I raised it up and that's running a little better. And since it's not classified, I might even run it through the classifier first. We'll see. Bucket number 2. That real red dirt in the piles, I think dirt I got from Arizona. That's the way it looks. Actually, this whole ground here, it used to be about, I'd say 2 feet lower than it is now. All this is tailings that I spread out from dirt I've run. Pretty soon I'll be higher than the fence. May have mentioned this before, but if anybody's watching this video and you have one of these backcountry Tornado F2s dry washers, it's the one that what it does, it kind of, it shakes, has a little motor underneath and just vibrates, so you don't use a hose or anything. But it also is supposed to be able to, when you're ready to clean it up, it goes up and down so it'll knock all the dirt down. Well, I got it from the guy and it was working, but it seemed like it wasn't doing too much. This is a few years back. So I contacted him. Turned out his buddy had actually put a smaller motor on this one. The one he put on was for a smaller version. So I met him, got the motor, and I stuck it on there. But ever since I did that, for some reason it won't stay up. It's doing what it's supposed to do, kind of like collapse. Part of it collapses so you can dump the stuff, but it doesn't want to stay in the upright position. And I even showed Mr. Keene, you know, he was on a claim one time. He was curious about the thing, so we got it out. Told him my problem. He couldn't even figure it out. He figured, he's an engineer, why the thing keeps collapsing. The guy that made him, I think he either died or is in jail or something, because I never could find him again. He was just gone, vanished. His sight was down. And so if anybody has one of these things, if you can help me to figure out why it keeps collapsing. I don't know, somehow, I thought, well, maybe somehow the leg got twisted around the wrong way when I was messing with it. So I tried twisting the leg the other way. And anyway, if anybody knows, help me out. This thing cost a fortune. I have been able to use it now for, I don't know, a couple of years, I think. Today's November 5th, and with this time change, I might even have less light than I thought I was going to have here. Less time. So, keep going as quickly as I can on this thing. Nice if a big nugget popped in the classifier all of a sudden. Yeah, the stuff I'm throwing aside, some of is caliche. If sometime in the future, if I want, I can just crush it and see if there's anything at all stuck to it or in it. Probably not, but give me something to do. There. So one speck, that's fine. And let me see, pan number 2 may not have anything in it, but it was still fun to mess with it. Okay. Nope, nothing in it. All right. Wait, is that a speck there? No. Yeah, this is kind of therapeutic doing this. It's very relaxing. Whether you find something or not, it's nice. Oh, I wish I could go out to the desert like I used to. I was going out a few times a week, but got a couple of situations. I got to drive people to pay the bills, different things that have come up. And then the other problem is I just last week got rid of my silver Scion XB, which really isn't made for the desert, but it, you know, I took it out there. I taking it everywhere. Places cross streams with it and everything else. So yeah, and I don't know how many times I ripped the bumpers off, put them back on again. So it was good for the desert. I can't really take, I have another XB, but I use that for my work. I really can't take that out there, and it has the wrong kind of wheels anyway. It has these, when I got by it used, it has these larger, you know, bigger rims, and so because they're bigger, they have to put those little low profile tires on it. I'm afraid if I took those out on some of those roads, it would burst the tire right away. It'd get a hole in it and I'd be stuck. So, and then my brother Steve had a pickup truck we could use to put all our dry washers or anything in, but his engine blew up, so he had to get rid of that. So now nobody has a vehicle to get anywhere or the time to do anything. So maybe things will change in the future. I know that November they're not going to change. Maybe in December something will happen and can do a little more in the desert somewhere. Probably after this bucket I'll have to clean the recirculator out because I can see it's getting almost filled up to the brim with dirt. So that's no good. I mean, with rocks and all. Wednesday morning, just waiting for calls to come in to go dry people. In the meantime, until that happens, heading it onto bucket number 4 here to run. Now when I get done going through these buckets, I'll run my Falcon MD20 through all these rocks and caliche and see if any gold is in that. It always amazes me what a small amount the concentrates get down to from the sluice. And then we make it even less by panning. And let me see if we got anything here. Got here a little earlier today in the afternoon, so I've got some light this time. Don't tell me nothing. That's too bad. Oh well. Let me just check the safety pan again. Nope. Well, 1 bucket to go. Let's hope this is the last one, number 5. Oop, what am I doing? I want to classify it. I forgot. Got lazy. pan right out of the bucket to process without running through the sluice, just to make sure I'm not losing anything. And if there is any gold, it should be at the bottom of the bucket here, so I'll scoop towards the bottom. Okay, let's see if we have anything in here. I'm like 98% sure the sluice is running okay, but good to double check sometimes. See what we've got here just by using a pan and not the sluice. Make sure it's not throwing anything away, or the side, to the end rather. The old Garrett Super Sluice here. Actually, I should have got it down to a 1/4 inch. Oh well. It won't matter. Pretty hard to lose anything in the big ripples in this thing. And let me take a little look-see. Better get rid of some of these blondes here. Get them out of my way before I proceed. Okay, that's good enough for now. Let's see what we have. Nope, don't see anything. Okay. Yeah, plenty of black sands. But it doesn't always mean plenty of gold. That's the problem. Who knows? We'll see. All right, the last pan of concentrates. Maybe it'll surprise me. No, nothing. Oh well. So that's it, Jordan. I guess we didn't hit the mother lode this time. That's okay, it was fun. Thanks. Okay, there's the specs. There's a bigger one there. A few more over here. So that's what I got. It's okay, I enjoyed it. I still gotta test this out, either all this stuff with my Gold Bug or the Falcon MD20, one or the other. See if there's any gold at all in this stuff. I'll have to do that another day.